Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Skyrim's Special Edition. My name's Camel, and this video is going to be a guide for the unique shield in Skyrim known as Spellbreaker, a classic in the Elder Scrolls. Okay, so before getting the quest to get the shield, there are a few prerequisites. So firstly, we will need to come to the shrine To Peryite, which can be found here on the map. This is located within the Reach and can be found to the northeast of the city of Markarth. Now, to come to the shrine and get the quest, you will need to be level 12. However, at level 10 you can run into people called the Afflicted and get the quest from them, but being level 12 and coming directly here is much easier and much more reliable. Once we get here, we want to speak to the Khajiit known as Kesh The Clean, who never uses credit cards to pay. He always uses cash. Anyway, again, provided you're level 12 or higher, speak to him and he will give us the quest to gather the ingredients to create the incense which we need to speak to Peryite. As we can see, we need to acquire a flawless ruby, a silver ingot, a death bell flower, and 1 unit of vampire dust. So to do this as smoothly as possible, I would suggest that you get these 4 items before coming to the shrine. And again, we will need to get 1 flawless ruby. These can be found in chests and urns, and very infrequently can be found being sold by merchants. You'll probably have to look around quite a bit before finding a flawless ruby. Secondly, we will need 1 deathbell flower. Most deathbell plants can be found in the Hjalmark region, so just travel to the city of Morthal and have a walk around. If you don't want to do that, you should be able to buy some from any alchemist in any city. Thirdly, we will need 1 silver ingot. These can be found being sold by blacksmiths all around Skyrim. You can of course just mine a silver ore vein and then smelt the ore into an ingot, or I do believe in Dragon's Reach in Whiterun in the Jarl's sleeping quarters, there is a box with a couple of silver ingots in there, so you could steal them from there if you so wish. Whatever method, silver ingots should not be too difficult to come across. Fourthly and finally, we will need 1 vampire dust. These can of course be found on vampires. It can also very rarely be found in certain locations, on shelves or next to alchemy tables. It can also infrequently be sold by alchemists in any of the cities around Skyrim, and also very rarely it can be found on hostile mages. So along the flawless ruby, the vampire dust might be the most difficult item to acquire for this ritual. Anyway, once you acquire all 4, come back to Kesh The Clean, tell him you have the items, he'll begin the ritual, then we'll breathe in that lovely incense and speak to Peryite. Of course, we want to accept his mission. Once doing that, we'll need to come to the dwarven ruin of Bthardmaz, which is within walking distance of the shrine. It's also populated by these creeps endorsed by Nickelodeon, known as Afflicted. As we can see on the map, Bthardmaz is found just to the northwest of the shrine To Peryite. Its name also sounds like a sound that should be played after I make a joke. Bthardmaz. And just a quick friendly warning, Bthardmaz is very long. Sadly, something I've never had to warn a girl about. But there is green goo, so, some similarities. Because it's very long, you will be fighting quite a lot of Afflicted. So yes, come prepared for an abnormally large and lengthy dungeon. So once we clear it out and kill the last boss, or Kendor, we want to head back to the shrine To Peryite and speak to Peryite, tell him we have done his bidding, and he will reward us with, of course, the unique shield Spellbreaker. So now we've got it. Let's look at it. Spellbreaker, it is a heavy shield. It has a base armor rating of 38, which is the highest base armor rating of any shield in the game. It has a weight of 12, a very strange value of 277. It can be upgraded with dwarven ingots and requires the arcane blacksmithing perk. Sadly, it is not tagged with a metal type, therefore it cannot be upgraded beyond flawless unless you increase your smithing skill beyond 100. This can be done using potions and or enchantments. And the enchantment blocking creates a ward for 50 points. Spellbreaker has made many appearances in the Elder Scrolls games and is both a Daedric Artifact and a Dwemer Artifact. Its enchantment is also affected by the Elemental Protection perk, found in the block skill tree, which will halve the incoming spell damage, allowing the ward to last twice as long, making the name of the shield even more literal. It also is affected by the Ward Absorb perk in the Restoration skill tree, and Azidal's Gauntlets, both of which allow you to absorb a portion of the magicka being spent on the spell being blocked by the ward. So that's pretty damn fine. The ward is also reset every time you raise your shield. So if you think think you'd taken a lot of damage, put the shield down for a second and bring it back up, resetting the 50-point ward. The ward also lasts for about 1 second after you lower the shield. This enchantment is of course very useful against mages or caster type enemies. The ward created also blocks Dragon's Breath attacks and any form of shouts, such as the shouts delivered by the Draga Deathlords. Amazingly and thankfully, Spellbreaker's enchantment does not need to be recharged with soul gems, or recharged at all, making it even more user-friendly. And though it goes into the shield slot and acts as a shield, Spellbreaker is actually also labelled as an armor piece. Because of this, using it increases both the block skill and the heavy armor skill. While walking around town and while having Spellbreaker equipped, NPCs may give unique comments regarding the shield, such as,
"Ah, now that's a fine shield. And not mere dwarven, is it? Your shield. Dwarf make, is it not? But yet it seems so much more."
So it turns out Spellbreaker actually does more blocking than the block button on Twitter. It's so powerful it even blocks more spelling than my dyslexia. So the dwarves got it right, with the ability to block spells, shouts, and magical effects, while at the same time blocking physical attacks, combined with the fact that the Spellbreaker has the highest armor rating of any shield in the game. It makes it one hell of an obvious choice when it comes to choosing a shield. After using it, you'll soon realize that there's enough blocks to build a damned Lego set. The one thing it can't block is puns. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I've been Camel, and this has been my guide for the unique shield in Skyrim known as Spellbreaker. I do hope this video helped you out in some way in regards to Spellbreaker, if not how to get it. I hope you learned some new hidden details about the shield. And if you would like to check out some other Skyrim Special Edition videos, please feel free to click on the playlist button on screen. This of course will take you directly to my Skyrim Special Editions playlist, where you can select the videos that you wish to watch freely. Singular links can also be found in the description, if going down below is your thing. If you wish this shield was called the Punbreaker, please feel free to follow me on Twitter. The link can be found in the description as well, or of course you could search Camelworks on Twitter. With all that said, I would like to thank you very much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure having you here with me as I do more blocking than Minecraft. And I'll see you very shortly in the next video.